welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's Puerto Rico taking on Puerto Rico. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just to win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that could put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away. Today's starting pitcher, Derek Rodriguez. How about a scouting report on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
All right, ready to go here. And now the rookie second baseman, Ortiz. Got the backdoor to swing, strike two. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch out there. One after top of the first.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So up next, Alex Cintrone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punching out the first two hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
No, Booth, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Next to hit, Christian Sainz. Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here.
And now it's 1-2. And another ball.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you have to quiet that down a little bit.
Kicks and fires. That one misses. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boo. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So now the DH spot, Candyman Maldonado. This one smoked on its way out of here. A gigantic blast. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And now the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. Next offering is in for a strike. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Juan Samuel. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Righty delivers. That one misses. Well, 3
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Sliced hard but foul. Payoff pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And 1 away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
The count 2-1. That's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One out, base is empty. This one popped up. Cruz settles under this one. And there's 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And, Chris, they're not lacking for guys that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these guys have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here in this one.
And now Eddie Murray. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's the right fielder, Ruben Sierra. 2-1 now.
2-2.
Swing, and he breaks his back. And that is that.
for the play.
And the batter now, Junior Ortiz. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And at first, here's the rookie third baseman, Benny Cruz. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
For me, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
They had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field.
Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Digging in, Rafael Jr. The pitch.
Ball. 3-1.
Foul ball. Ortiz stands at first with 1 out. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ortiz. That one drifts inside. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Cintron. 2 outs. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Angel Sanchez. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Righty to the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away.
If they keep connected on pitches like that. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. There's that fastball.
Nelson Velasquez, the next to hit. And he deals. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. One run across in the frame so far here in game 4. Swings and misses, struck him out.
When you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Here's a big power threat. Mike Schmidt. Ground ball to there. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now here is MJ Melendez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. I think for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
That's a strike. 1 and 2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And a pitch. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Alex Rios waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Brew. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Back to the top of the lineup, Alex Rios now at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Splits the plate, now 1 and 2. Samuel, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 2 full. The Braves on top here, 3-1. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Rafael the Bambino. And another ball.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That missed by 1. 3 and 2 down. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Christian Signs digs in now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. 1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2 and 2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Ripped on the ground is second. On to Murray. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Two outs, base is empty. And here is Candyman Maldonado. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. See you later. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got home run out of it.
And now the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. And a curve is down and in. Two down, nobody on. Here's a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The 2-2. On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. There's the try. Don't get it. And that's the inning. And we're back. Now here is Chad Bell. Swung on, belted. That one carried. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. I'll tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind in that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
The 1-1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. And the ball evens the count.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings early. to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
And the righty deals.
Ball 2, up.
In the air, out towards right center. J.R. makes the grab, and that's the inning. Game 4 of the division series. Now at the plate, Junior Ortiz. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Pitch misses, and the count 2-1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And the right-hander deals. And he missed, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Next offering is downstairs. One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Boom, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Here's a 1-1.
2-1.
And there's a ball. Man at first, one away. And a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That's ripped. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now, Ortiz. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Nope, he held back. On the ground, 2 ball. Murray over to second. Return play to first. Double play. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Puerto Rico have the advantage 4-1. Bottom 4, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Angel Sanchez. 1-1 now.
Ball.
Well, these players do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only giving up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And he walked him.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And another ball. Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside ball.
Well, interesting, he went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Then he got challenged the guy with the baseball.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Mike Schmidt. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
So digging in, MJ Melendez. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. A little out front there as he swings through it. That one to first. Signs. To second. And it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Here's Jose Trevino.
Throw it inside. 2-1. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. And now Alex Rios. And Hart gets through. Runs in. The throw home. Close play behind there. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Chad Bell getting ready to hit. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Home team down a run here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Chases the baseball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shabby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Alex Cintrone. The 2-1. Foul ball there. That's downstairs and outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
On the ground to the left. Sends it to first.
Here we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, really impressive.
Now the left fielder, Rafael the Bambino. Here's a 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Rolls across the diamond, and the first two set down to the top of the fifth. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Saenz. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
1-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Siggy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence 100%.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the switch hitting power throughout Eddie Moore. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch misses way outside. Ruben Sierra up next. The kick, the 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that's too high.
He just doesn't have great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more outs than you'd like to see.
No outs. Runner at first. Ruben Sierra the next to hit. That one not close. And that's got two. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Murray gets his lead at first. Nobody out. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Angel Sanchez to bat next. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a drive deep right field. Cruz ranging back. That one felt good. His second homer this series, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Well, he almost
almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of the reach.
So up next, Angel Sanchez. And 1-2.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
And here it comes. Swings and misses. Now 2 out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. There's the strike.
1-2.
Got a good eye there.
It's a good take.
Two outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the pitch. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Next is the designated hitter, Candyman Maldonado. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Here comes a pitch. Swing. Deep drive. This one's going to change. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And we're starting over. It's 5-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Derek Rodriguez won't go any further tonight, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 50 gets the ball now. Now it's the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. And a 1-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Sierra on the move. Got it! Nice grab. 1 down.
Wow, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that one is lifted in the air. Melendez going after it. He's got it. Two down. Now the third baseman, Benny Cruz. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Down on strikes. Third out. Scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even at 5 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mambo De Leon.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now, MJ Melendez.
The left fielder, MJ Melendez.
And a pitch.
Ball 2.
Movement in the bullpen. Number 32, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 68, getting loose as well. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And here's a 3-2. Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. JR moving under this one. And it's caught for the out. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the power speed combo. Alex Rios. All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. The Bambino brings it in for the third out. Top of inning number 7, and now the center fielder, Rafael J.R. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Swings through that one that time.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw from the warning track if he has to.
The line and the pitch. Got it by him for the play.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Now it's the second baseman, Ortiz. So now a pitch. Hitter, Kelvin Cuellar.
And it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Base is empty, one away. Late here in game 4. Swing and a miss as he's out front.
1-2.
One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Up the middle. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to in the air. Get his shoulders turned. And make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now number 14.
Right-handed reliever. Bounce to third. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning stretch time. We're all tied up, 5-5. Now, so remaining in the game defensively, Kelvin Coyado. He entered the game to pinch hit, and now man second base. Also into the ball game, Contreras. He's in at shortstop. Now, Chad Bell. So coming into the game now on defense, Gabriel Cruz. He takes over behind the plate. Kicks and fires.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Cruz pulls that one down, and there's one down.
The first baseman, number 33.
So digging in, Eddie Murray.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Ball to strike, and that one fouled off. Next pitch inside. 2-2. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Righty delivers. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first. Murray retired. Sierra now at the plate. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cruz sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. And here is Rafael the Bambino. Late that time, it's strike 2.
Come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you, one pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Christian Saenz. The line to kick the pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Base hit into the outfield. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. It's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the shift. This guy's not known for using the whole field, but right there he took what was given to him.
And next is the designated hitter, Candyman Maldonado. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Pitch misses there. And the count is 3-0. Alexis Cruz waiting for a turn at the plate. The 3-1. Way out, right for strike 2.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job, 4-6-3, inning-ending double play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Angel Sanchez. Hard hit to third. Zips it across, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
The 1-1.
Yeah. 1-2.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He powers that one out of here. It's 6-5. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
1 down. Now it's going to be Mike Schmidt. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Good eye in that spot. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, MJ Melendez. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. That one just misses, and it's 2-2. Lined into right. Cruz makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's tightened up a bit. At 6-5 now. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Henry Nunez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Well, one-run game. Alexis Cruz digs in now. That misses the zone. 3-1. Gabriel Cruz waits on deck. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fall off foul. Payoff pitch. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That we see more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
That one's in there. 1-2.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. Benny Cruz getting ready to hit. One strike away. And that is the ball game.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a game 5. It's just like the game 7. You win or go home. That game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.